Look, I like crossovers as much as the next person. I think everybody should read JLA/Avengers. Hell, I own a novel where the crew of the Star Trek Next Generation meets the X-Men. It's not very good. But sometimes you have to look at some of the things that get published and just shake your head and ask yourself why. Who was asking for this? Ladies and gentlemen, Batman and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is the stuff of fan fiction. Admittedly, it'd probably be a pretty fun fanfic, but it's not really what I expect to see published by, a real company. Of all the things for DC and IDW to team up for, this? Ah, well. Gives me hope for my Zatanna Ghostbusters crossover I've been waiting for. Now, there's something really weird about this crossover. It is actually really damn good. I am not kidding at all. I bought this thing on a lark. It was like half off at my local comic book store on Batman Day. And, I figured I'd get a cheap laugh. The other trades they had available, I already owned. Anyways, let's get into this. A little bit backstory on me. I'm a big Batman fan. I'm very subtle about it. But my knowledge of the Ninja Turtles is much less in depth. I saw the movies that were made in the 90s. I liked them. I'd seen a fair bit of the 87 cartoon. Love the 2003 series. Haven't really seen anything other than that. Caught the first Michael Bay movie on TV. It is a waste of a cool franchise. But I'm not really what you'd call a Turtles fan. This made me want to check out the IDW Ninja Turtle series. Let's get into this. Okay, first thing. The artwork on this is friggin' gorgeous. Like, look at that. It's very cartoony and all that. But the colors pop. Every character is distinct and unique, especially in a crowd like this. Friggin' love that Shredder design. He is fucking terrifying looking. The glowing white eyes. I love that. Artist on this is Freddie Williams. He is immensely talented. Story's really good too. It's written by James Tynion IV. He's the current writer of Detective Comics, which is fantastic right now. I highly, highly recommend you pick it up. And this avoids, just about every problem I tend to have with bad crossover events. All the characters have screen time and their personalities shine through. Any conflicts between the heroes are well set up and resolved in a way that makes sense. There's good, there's really great banter. There's a great scene of Leonardo and Batman sparring with each other in the Batcave. And at one point, Shredder is, "Watch your feet, he's pushing you too far." Batman, being, the goddamn Batman, says, he's doing fine. And Splinter just responds, "Wasn't talking to him." And then Leo flips Batman. It's a really fun moment. They all react in a way that's unique to their characters. Donnie is just in love with the tech of the Batcave. Mikey's just, "Holy shit, guys, look at the cool stuff. There's a fucking dinosaur. He has a butler." Leo's just impressed by how good a fighter he is. And Raph is pissed off because they're, wasting time hanging out with this jackass in a cape when, they should be trying to figure out how to get home. He has a good reason to be angry in this case. So I'm going to give the basic plot of this. I'm going to avoid spoilers as best I can, because I don't want to root for you. This is a hell of a great ride. During a fight with Shredder and Krang opened up some kind of portal that took the Turtles, Shredder, and a bunch of the Foot Clan into this version of the DCU. This isn't the main universe. This isn't in continuity. So they're hiding out in the sewers of Gotham trying to figure out a way to get home. They stop the Foot Clan, who are raiding a technology lab, which, for some reason the scientists are terrified. You work in Gotham. This would be like a regular Friday night for you. You schedule it into your commute home. Afterwards, Batman is talking to one of the scientists who think the Turtles were with the Foot Clan. Because, they're freaky monster-looking things. Why wouldn't you? Especially in Gotham where, Killer Croc is a thing. So Batman, they meet up when Bruce intentionally leaves Wayne Enterprises security weak. So, the Foot Clan will attack there and he can take them out. Smart move. Heroes fight for a while. Bruce getting the best of them for the most part. But they get away when Splinter distracts them. They find the cave, share information. Bruce had discovered that due to something I don't want to give away because it's actually really clever, the Turtles can't stay in the DC universe. They'll die. Which again feeds into why Raph is so insistent they work on getting home and doing this. To the point where at one point when it looks like they're all just wasting time having fun with, all sharing a pizza, for some reason, with all the weird crap I've seen in comics, Batman eating a pizza in the suit just does not compute in the most wonderful way. So, Raph storms off. Batman pursues him. They have a talk. Bruce shares his backstory and says, really great line. I want to get this right. So give me a bear with me. It's one of the great things about this. They have real, genuine emotional moments. This is that, but I love what Raphael says when he's accusing Bruce of not wanting to help them, because he has no idea what Batman's origin is. I see right through your dumb cape and cowl, Batman. You want to know what you are? You're just a thrill seeker. You're some rich guy who puts on a costume and punches bad guys because it seems like fun. You chose this life. We didn't. We became what we needed to become to fight Shredder. Because if we didn't, he'd have killed us all in our sleep. But you don't care about any of that, do you? That's why we failed. If we hadn't listened to you, we could have snuck into that base and gotten home by now. Set the whole damn thing down from the inside. We wouldn't be stuck here. We wouldn't have this death sentence over our heads. And for some idiotic reason, they don't see that. They think you're the hero you pretend to be. But I see the truth. I see a selfish little rich kid doing all of this for kicks. And that is not someone I'm going to put my faith in. I'm not spending another damn minute in this cave. I'm done. Count me out. I'm going to go actually work on saving our lives. I'm getting us home. Again, this is conflict that is well set up, it's well within character, and it's resolved in a great way. Batman pursues him in the car and takes him to Crime Alley. Tells him what happened to his parents. And again, it's another great speech. I'm going to recite it because I love this. The worst thing imaginable happened to me right in front of my eyes when I was just a child. And all the rules of the world were broken. It took me decades to pull myself together into something new, something strong. A man who could overcome what had happened to him. But also a man who could work tirelessly to make sure that what happened to him would never happen to another family. It's selfish. In a way, I'll grant you that. But it's what I can do, and I need to do something. I need to do it for them. Here I stand, and I see a family being ripped apart by impossible science and dark intent. I won't let it happen. I can't let it. So please, help me save you and your family. Again, a great scene, real emotion, and a genuine connection is forged. That's one of the great things about this. The Turtles and Batman, Casey, who shows up, they genuinely feel, and Splinter, they genuinely feel like they become, friends by the end of this. To the point where when given a chance to go home or stay and help Batman and Gotham as a whole, they stay. Because Shredder has gotten his hand on a bunch of mutagen, the stuff to turn the Turtles into what they are. And he uses it on the Arkham inmates. Creating one of the biggest double page spreads I've ever seen. Like, look at that. Beta's a mammoth. That is freaking terrifying. I love it. So they fight and they fight and they fight and they fight. And eventually they're triumphant. They beat Shredder and the Batman villain who teams up with him. Again, I don't want to spoil into this, but it's the perfect foil for Shredder. Casey and April show up with a way to get the team home, and everybody parts as friends. And that's very abridged version of the story. All I can say is check it out. It's a hell of a ride getting there. There's genuine emotion. There's great connection. There's great connections between the people. The plot moves well. Good twists and turns. Some really clever writing. And as weird as it is to say it, Batman and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is one of the best intercompany crossovers I've ever read, and probably one of the best crossovers in general. If there's one problem I have with it, it leans very heavy on the Batman side of things. You see a ton of his villains. It's set in Gotham. You really only have the Turtles, Splinter, and Shredder for the most part in this. Casey and April have a bit part. That's not really a flaw, but it is something that's disappointing. I'd love to see a sequel of this where Batman ends up in the New York of the Turtles universe. But as its own one and done thing, this is fantastic. Check it out. I'm Matt McLagan, and I'll see you next time. Take care.